Everybody, how's it going? It's Junior here, and today we're going to talk about the card system in My Hero Academia, The Strongest Hero. So in this game, there's not like regular gear like you have in a lot of other gacha games. In this game, it's more like you have a card system. So when you go to the characters, they'll have like these card slots. There'll be 2 for assist cards and then 4 for passive cards. So pretty much what you'll be able to do is potentially build like some kind of like set that's going to help them out a lot. At the very start of the game, you don't have to worry about the rare, like the actual what the effects everything is. It's more about like the rarity. So you want the higher rarity to get the higher power for your characters, and then eventually you can get like just the right cards. And if you're ever like confused, like, oh, what can I get? There's this button right here. If you go to this menu, it will actually show you what the like budget build is up top, and then it'll show you like, hey, I got lucky and I got all 6 stars kind of build. So, or you know, you wailed, you know what I'm saying? So like it kind of gives you like an idea of like what you might want. So if you're kind of like look at the cards like, oh, I kind of want this and that. Also, this will show you the chip system in here too. So I'll tell you the 3 best chips like for starting out, and then the 3 best chips total, like period. So anyways, back to the cards. So for cards, these are pretty simple. You can only have on your team one assist card per like at a time. So like I happen to have 3 of this exact same assist card. I don't know how I got so lucky to get the exact same one, but what happens now is like if I have all 3 of those characters in the same team at the same time on the field, I can only call that assist card one time. The cooldown shares on that same hero across all the cards. So that part kind of sucks. Now it is good that it does help me out and it does buff me my stats. And also if I happen to go into modes where like I'm using only one character at a time, it's completely fine. It doesn't matter. But just know like there's one constriction. Like if you happen to get like so lucky like me, where you get the same exact card like for assisting all the time, that's one restriction you'll have. But also eventually hopefully I get another one so I can add that to my set. And then you know, you're also working on potentially getting better cards here. Now as far as the passive cards, every single passive card that is like 4-star and 5-star and 6-star, they'll have like a set. So like with Ectoplasm, to have like Recovery Girl. So if you have those 2 together, you'll get an extra like bonus of like either like it'll be HP, attack, defense, something like that. Or like you can get like movement speed, stuff like that. So pretty much what you're doing is hopefully getting the right cards, putting them on your characters, getting like synergies. Like this right here, I have 2 synergies, and it'll be able to give me buffs for like attack up and defense up. And also if you wanted to check which synergies you have, you can check right here, and it'll show you, hey, you have this 2-piece and that 2-piece. I haven't seen anything for assists yet in the game, so you know, I think it's only for these kind of cards. I also want to point out one other thing with the cards. You'll notice that these will have, say level 1 on them. That means that you can kind of like level them up. So the purple ones you can level up to level 2, and so on and so forth. So if you go over here to this part right here, you'll be able to add dupes in, and you know, if you happen to have dupes of this particular card, to raise your level up, get your extra stats for the bonuses that are on the card. Now my suggestion for early game, don't do this. Try to get all your characters to have like purples and yellows and oranges, or oranges and yellows. And then eventually, once you have like enough dupes, then start powering up your stuff. That's kind of like my suggestion. Is like early you're gonna get like a bunch of dupes. You're like, oh, I have so many of these cat girls, and I need to, you know, I can make them, I can dupe them up and get more power out of it. You can do that later. I suggest that like at the start, spread them out, and then once you're ready to like, you know, move on from those cards, go ahead and dupe them up so they're stronger, and then that's how you kind of gain even more power on your account. Now, the other cool part about this is that when you're here, if you wanted to see like something about like how this effect will look like, it'll show you right here, like, hey, this is the assist. And if I had the level 2 version of the assist, it'll show you, hey, boom, that's level 2 assist. So it's kind of neat that you can kind of like look at that and see outside of battle and whatnot. Now, the other big thing too is this button down here. You can take multiple cards of the same rarity, and you can give yourself like a hopeful guarantee to upgrade your cards. So if you take 4 gray cards, as you can see here, or if you just take like 2 of them, right? Take 2 gray cards. You have a most likely you're gonna get a 1-star, just so you'll get the same thing back. You'll cycle the card for something different, and then you have like a very minimal chance, or if none, to get a 2-star. Then your chance increases a little bit when you get 3 cards in there. But when you put 4 1-stars, you'll get a guaranteed 2 stars. The only thing you can get out of it. So boom, I got a green one. I don't need this green one. I have a lot of these, and these are kind of not that great. So I do the same thing with the green cards, right? They're 2 stars. I can guarantee get a 3-star. Boom, I now have a new 3-star. I can now take these. I'm like, hey, I don't really need this guy that much. This one's not that good either. It's like you heal like what, 60 HP every like 1 minute. It's crazy. Anyways, you can take all of those and you have a fairly great chance of getting a 4-star. So you do this right here. I got unlucky, so I got a blue. If I can do this, I can go back and just try it again, and it's completely fine. Because it only costs a little bit, and boom, I got myself a tentacle, right? And tentacle is actually pretty good for your DPS characters, so you can throw that on one of your characters and to raise your power a little bit. This is pretty much like you'll get these cards from either doing gacha pulls or the dailies. You have like the office that drops them, and like something else drops them too. You do like co-op missions, so a lot of co-op missions will drop these, and then you'll have other opportunities to get more cards throughout playing the game. So these are like really big parts for this particular system. You can also potentially like, you know, pull more, but like usually like you have a better chance of just getting the thing. Of course, you have like the pity system in here too, so you may be able to get closer to like pulling a guaranteed 4-star or 5-star or 6-star. That's all really like up to luck and like kind of how many times you pulled and whatnot. One other thing I wanted to point out was that in this particular banner, you have like the regular banner and you got this one right here. You can also hit this button right here and you can change what your rate up is. So if you're like, hey man, I really want Mineta cards, boom, now my banner has become Mineta. Also, I can be like, oh, you know, since I have Todoroki, I want to go get Todoroki. Boom, you change it. It's pretty cool that you actually have that ability in this game. You can just go here and just change that. It's pretty awesome. So definitely take advantage of that. But hopefully that right there just helps you out, just kind of understand a little bit for the card system. And like, it is a fairly important part of the game. And it's going to help you out just get your account power up. Because I know like a lot of people are like, hey, how do I get stronger? How do I get stuff better? Blah, blah. So you want to get these cards. Like this card right here, you'll get guaranteed from the beginner like leveling up thing. There's going to be a beginner board you're going to get at the very start of the game. It's going to give you ectoplasm at like at the end of chapter 5 or something like that. And starting off from chapter 6, you'll get single pulls every time you clear a chapter. So it's some of it, they'll give it to you, and then some of it you'll have to earn it and whatnot. So hopefully this kind of helps you out a little bit. And then like you can understand this like a little bit more. If you have any questions, I hope you guys, you know, drop them in the comments. Make sure you subscribe and also like the video and stuff like that. And that helps me out a lot. And I'll see you guys next time on the next video. Thank you.